The world is but a stage, and all these gods and heroes merely players. Role players, to be precise. Hello, and welcome to episode 8 of Merely Role Players.
Yeah! I was a bit mentally behind.
We're on episode 8, the enthusiasm has drained. Everyone's just like, oh god, here we go again. We are a group of apparently unenthusiastic theatre creatives who love to spend our spare time playing tabletop RPGs. We roll dice, we fight monsters, we tell stories, and we are delighted to have you here with us today on stage at the beautiful Art Centre Hounslow. My name is Jack, I'm a playwright, and I will be your game master. In front of me dancing are your cast of characters for our tale. Off to my left in the tech booth, we have our stage manager, technical wizard extraordinaire, Amber.
Just one clap. Just one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
For sound.
for sound. Yeah.
And with that, the audience settle into their seats. The lights dim. The curtain rises and the game begins. When we last left the city of Court, the Wayward family had just ended a vicious battle with some strange fey-like creatures. Benedict, beaten and bruised from the battle, found himself face to face with Tarquin, his kind of spirit guide, who forced him to reaffirm an oath he had made a long time ago, an oath to uphold vengeance wherever he could. Meanwhile, Ögra was looking through a crack into another world. She saw a strange rabbit creature and reached through to take a flower from him before the crack slammed shut, severing her arm, severing her left hand off at the wrist. As panic set out amongst the party, sirens started to go off. Clearly, the battle had attracted police attention. Umia, a potential ally or potential enemy, found them and told them she could take them somewhere safe. But with the dice seemingly cursed against them, the party found themselves face to face with the Knight of the Copper and his guards. A battle ensued. Umia managed to create a portal, taking them somewhere, and all just about got through, except for Umia herself, shutting it with her still on the other side and letting the party go free. You have found yourselves in an old, run-down church, you don't know where. A tree, which is where the portal came out of, sprouts in the very centre of this church. And moss has taken over the floor, is running up the walls. Vines kind of climb up the central pillars. There are birds nesting in the ceilings. It's quite peaceful in here, in a slightly desolate sort of way. I believe you are all... No, you are unconscious?
I'm bleeding out.
Benedict is bleeding out.
She's a donkey.
I am still a donkey.
Neoma is a
So
donkey.
it's very peaceful apart from the fact that I'm bleeding out and there's a donkey.
And I'm currently grappling Mason, whom I believe to be Andre.
Ah, yes. Mason, in the fight, disguised himself as Andre. What would you like to do?
Are we still in initiative? Because I'm making death saves.
Oh, God. What was our initiative?
So, who just went?
Someone
Yeah.
pulled me through.
It was
I
going to
did.
be the...
You
I
me
pulled
through.
you through.
Okay, so Benedict, you would be up first.
Here we go.
Don't die.
Oh,
That's an 18.
18. That's a success.
Okay.
Ögra? You've just dragged Mason Buck through the portal.
I would probably do a quick head count and then try and get back through where the portal was, and be like, wait, Mason's on the other side, we need to get Mason.
The portal had kind of opened in the trunk of this tree, which is filling most of the church, sprouting out of the middle, like breaking up through the paving stones and reaching right up to the high ceiling. You kind of scrabble at the bark, but there is no sign of a gateway. Lawrence?
I think Lawrence sits up and he rips off his fake goatee and just drops it to the floor. And I think he'll just kind of take stock and see whatever is going on here, not really even understanding who Benedict is anymore, but seeing that this person is clearly his brother in some form and also unconscious. And he's going to run over and he's going to try and stabilize Benedict.
Okay. Are you proficient in medicine?
Yeah.
Make a medicine check.
I've seen some
only
shit. Oh yeah, that's a 19, so that's a 21.
Okay, that's 2 successes.
Oh. It's
Um,
going really well. It's like already 5 times better than the whole of the last session.
It's going great, guys.
Mason?
I will try and wrestle out of Ögra's grip whilst
I think I've got her.
saying, "Oh, you are? Okay, good, great." Then I will just, in a very Mission Impossible-esque way, pull at like the fabric or like his skin, and he'll lift it off, and the disguised self will drop, and he'll also go over to Benedict and try and stabilize.
Are you proficient in medicine?
No,
Make a
but
medicine
can I
check.
get my puppet to help and use the help action?
Sure, you can roll this at advantage. The puppet, like, ragdolls down next to Mason.
Thank God, because one of those is a natural one. 13.
13. Okay. You are stable, Benedict, but unconscious. As the puppet comes down and kind of just stands beside you, and you feel helped. And you, together with Lawrence, you manage to press down on Benedict's wounds, stop the bleeding. He doesn't seem to be in any immediate danger.
Is that initiative over?
Initiative is over.
What about everyone else? Ögra, are you okay?
Mason's on the other side of the.
I'm here,
Oh,
I'm here.
right. I thought, wait, where's you, Andre?
Yeah.
I thought we had him for a second. What just happened? What just happened? Where are we?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Neoma, I think that's you.
Yeah, Neoma is still
A donkey.
A donkey. I'm trying to work out how long you can wild shape for. 1 hour. I want to say that she doesn't understand it enough yet to quite know how any of it really works. So I think that she eels at you and sort of nuzzles her head and is clearly looking like quite, if a donkey can look confused, quite confused about the present state of her being.
A bit like Bambi on ice,
Yeah.
like not quite sure
Yeah.
of these hooves she's got.
Yeah.
Like in the moment, in the instinct, you were able to kind of pilot your donkey body, but now you're thinking about it. It's like when you're driving a car and then you suddenly think about it and you're like, oh my God, I can't remember any of what the pedals
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I'm gonna pet you to try and like calm you down and also calm myself down.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Ah. Mm. Animal handling. 14.
Yeah. The soft fur of the donkey feels calming and you feel calmed by the touch of your sister.
Yeah, I think as that slowly happens, I'll start to revert back into it's really gross. I like bones cracking, things really disgustingly, like clearly quite painful. You're just going to sort of be sat there like.
Clearly, there are some things that we haven't spoken about in this family.
Do you want your wig back?
Yeah, just put it in the bag.
Okay.
Where's the priestess or the lady? Where has she gone?
She's on
Oh,
the.
I did. Sorry, you're asleep.
She's.
She was.
I pointed at the tree.
She left us.
She's. Well, she kind of saved all of our lives. From prison, I guess.
Well, We don't know where we are right now.
No.
Do you have another berry?
Yes, yeah. And I'll use my first level and create some good berries.
Jack, is there a way of sort of figuring out what church we're in?
You can make an investigation check.
Oh. Are you giving me?
Is there
Don't have one of those.
in a
Healthy, everyone else.
much passive way, but not using the passive
Can do
investigation?
some
Is there a way that Mason could assist, just using his own knowledge of religion? Or
So, okay, I rolled an 18. I've got a -2, so 16. But also, I don't actually know if Ögra would really know anything. So if we team up together with those 2 bits of information.
Yeah. So you make 10 good berries?
Yes, how hurt does everyone else look still? Pretty
Fucked
hurt?
up. Yeah, really bad.
I'm less because Umia or something.
Right, so if I give 5 to you and 5 to you, and does anyone else, can anyone else do anything that, I'm out now.
I can, I think. I'll use lay on hands.
So Benedict, you are kind of, Neoma like lifts up your head, kind of gets this berry down. You come to, for the second time today, find yourself eating berries to refuel yourself, and then
I'll heal you 8. And
Oh,
me
thank
7.
you.
you lay your hands on Lawrence. There's just a soft, I'm guessing quite a green glow that runs across your wounds, closes them up. While that's going on, Ögra, you look around. You find in the old, is it called the pulpit, where like a priest would stand?
Yes.
In the pulpit, there's a carving of a rose, and you pull Mason over, and Mason, you know that this is the symbol of Seraphina, who is the goddess of wild nature.
Tree makes sense.
Mason, make a religion check.
9.
9. You know that Seraphina isn't a particularly well worshipped goddess in human culture. They tend to be more kind of industry focused, less connected to the natural world around them. So it's very, very popular in elvish cultures and to an extent halfling cultures as well.
Does the tree look indigenous to the segment of clock that we're used to?
No.
He says when he looks at the tree.
What's up, Mason?
That tree, this tree doesn't grow here. It could just be a thing.
That could
because
mean
it's the
anything.
god.
Yeah, they could have brought this here. We need to explore. But first, Benedict, are you okay?
Do you still look like crazy?
I only last a minute.
Okay.
I don't know what happens if I go down.
Probably it goes, I would say.
I'm fine.
You had wings.
Yeah, I think your curse is real.
Oh, no, that's not.
Oh no, it is.
No, I've been able to do that before. I think it's...
Is that why?
Why? What?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up. That was a bad time.
Now's a better time than any. We all just nearly died back there.
We've all nearly, everybody has been dead, essentially.
You can turn into animals.
I don't know what
What?
happened. I just got, I don't know. I was just so worried and scared and everything was happening. And then the next thing I knew, I was a wolf. But that was still me in my head. I could still see and think and talk. I don't know what happened. And then I tried it again and I was not a wolf.
You were a donkey.
Yeah.
I think I made a jellyfish appear and then explode.
Your hand.
Yeah.
Hand.
Yeah, it's gone. But also, I think a rabbit man has it. And also the hand is me.
I think you just need to sit down. Take a breath, maybe.
I think I need to sit down too.
Oh, sorry, this is.
She just like sits down on the floor and just like goes to like clutch at the moss, but then realizes she's missing a hand and just clutches at the moss with one hand. And then she's like,
Lawrence will bend down and just give you a hug, and he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It'll be okay. We'll find a way to get your hand back. I've seen things like this happen before. I've seen people get their hands back, I think it's possible.
Taken by rabbit men as well.
No, but that doesn't mean that we can't find it. And Neoma, I've seen people turn into animals before. I just didn't think that you could do that.
Mia did it. She turned into a mammoth.
Yeah.
Can you turn into a mammoth?
I don't think so. I couldn't even turn into the thing that I want. I don't know. I feel like this is all. Am I asleep?
I think I might be sleeping.
I wish I was sleeping.
Pinch.
Ow, I'm not sleeping.
Oh.
I can pinch you too if you want.
Yeah, try it.
Okay.
Ow!
I'm assuming there's a door in the room.
There's a door. There's a clearly a front door.
Whilst this is happening, a very shell-shocked Mason is going to go to the door.
Well, no, I don't think you should go out there.
Whilst this is happening.
Okay.
It's locked, with one of those, the locks which is just like a big wooden plank that kind of goes on. You can heft it off. Takes a bit of effort. You pull it off.
I can come over and help you if you need it. I wasn't involved in.
Open the door. Make a perception check.
I'll assist
As cocked.
if I can.
You can assist. You can roll with advantage.
Oh.
If you, yeah.
Oh.
That way.
22.
Yeah, he's looking inside the church.
Turn around.
22. You look out of the front door of this church, and you find yourself. You recognize very quickly that you haven't gone that far. The buildings are the kind of not the same, but the style of court. You see maybe in the distance you can see the clock tower. Make a I'll say either a survival or a history check.
History. 19.
19. You, judging by what you can see, you kind of look around and you gather that you're on the other side of the river that runs through court. The river Verbal-Sow, if you wanted to know.
How do you spell that?
Verbal-Sow.
Thanks.
So you're like in the other side of the river is known as the New Town, and it's essentially lots of like suburbs which sprung up during Court's big industrial revolution. Unlike the new part of the old town on the other side of the river, which is mainly slums, the New Town is quite a nice place to be. It's like it's where most of the middle classes of Court would live. So relatively nice kind of area. But you're down quite a quiet street. There's not that many people milling about. It doesn't have the busyness of the old town in the centre.
Close that door.
What did you see?
We're still in court.
That's good. I think that's good.
Across the river.
We should lay low. We've made a big scene. More than one.
Amia said that this was a safe house, right? That's what she said.
Mm.
Maybe there's some clues. Maybe there's some stuff that she keeps here. I want to start looking around there.
Okay, make an investigation check. Anyone else who wants to kind of...
I will definitely assist.
I was implying to everybody.
Yeah, I think I'd
Well,
join in
roll
my
my own.
search.
Yeah, well,
just
definitely
gonna
while
sit
you're
there?
in.
I want to try
Wolf,
and
dude.
connect with my hand.
Unnatural
again.
20.
Okay, make a general wisdom check. Well, I'll get back to that. What did we get?
Unnatural 20.
I got a natural 1 for a 7.
Nice.
11.
14.
14. You find, Lawrence, as you look around, I'll say that between you guys, though this place is obviously overrun by nature, it doesn't seem like there's no dust anywhere. It doesn't seem like it hasn't been touched. It just seems like whatever is happening in here is being allowed to happen. Lawrence, you go and poke around the back of the pulpit and you find a door which is like so covered in moss and things that it just looks like part of the wall. And you push it open and you kind of have to crack it slightly. And there's a set of stairs leading downwards. Not far, it looks like kind of one floor down into like a basement area.
Over here. There's a door.
Does anyone have any paper just before we go down? Pen? Anything?
I did. I left my whole bag there. I left everything. I just dropped it. Sorry, I thought you were Andre.
I'll turn to the puppet and I'll ask him to fly back to the theatre and instruct him to write down where we are.
Can you pick up her bag? Because that's going to lead them straight to us. Although I guess they already know.
I don't know if he can pick things up.
It's probably quite heavy.
The puppet looks at you, bows from the waist, and then just like levitates up 5 feet off the floor and then flies out of a broken window at the top.
Wow.
Ögra.
Am I rolling at disadvantage? Because
No, just
cool. I got a 3.
okay. You sit there and you try and reach out for that feeling of your hand again, but you don't feel anything.
Can I use Divine Sense?
Yeah, what does Divine Sense do?
Anything that's affected by the Hallow spell or any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
You don't sense anything. Lawrence, were you heading down the stairs?
I kind of will wait and see of the group.
Yeah, I'll go and collect Ögra. I say I'll be like, I think we should all stick together. Come on.
Okay.
Lovely.
Sorry.
Then yes, I'll lead the group down.
Okay. You head down. Who has dark vision here?
Me.
Just the orcs.
So just the two half orcish. It's basically pitch
I'll
black
cast light.
once you get down. Okay. Benedict illuminates the room.
Sorry, I'll just dim it.
It seems that underneath the kind of main hall of the church, there's this basement level. The tree that comes from above, its roots are like have broken through the floor and create almost like a wigwam almost in this room, filling most of it. You step into this like little hut that the roots have created, and you find a bedroll, some books, some just general kind of provisions, rations, rope. You also see a wooden chest, which is like tucked into the roots, and the roots have almost like wrapped around it, like they're holding it. And the chest has what's the when they like burn into wood? What's
An
that?
inscription.
Yeah,
Carving.
etched or whatever
Seared.
into the chest is a symbol which is a circle with a smaller concentric circle inside it.
Does anyone recognise it?
Anyone who wants to try can make a history check.
Can I have, when we close the door behind us, can I have placed my hand mirror that I have? Don't know why I have a steel mirror. Just like where someone would step on it if they were to step through behind us.
Of course.
22.
22. You recognize it, but you can't place where. You think maybe you saw it in a newspaper. You think it was, yeah, but you can't quite put two and two together of
if I vocalize any of that, does that help anyone else?
What we rolling?
Could roll a history check.
Oh, I'm terrible at history.
I'm not great. I can give it a go.
I'll give it a go. Why
I'll
not?
give guidance.
16.
Guidance.
Do we?
You can roll.
Is it okay to roll?
Yeah.
Nah.
Give guidance to myself. Oh, actually pretty good. I think it's the same as Mason though. 22.
Okay, I'd say with the combined 22s, you say like, oh, you think you saw it in the paper, and then you.
Oh, sorry, mine's 20 because I have a -2.
20. That's fine. That still probably gets it done between the two of you. You put 2 and 2 together, and probably you do at the same time. You remember the Night of the Gold saying that Umia belonged to this elven terrorist group known as the Ear Carver. And you remember from your days on the town guard, and you remember from this article that this is the symbol of the Ear Carver.
I relay that information.
So she was working for the terrorist group.
But she also helped us.
They might not be terrorists. That might just be propaganda.
Also, why would she have killed our brother and then be helping us? This doesn't make any sense.
Unless she was going to kill us too.
But she could have let the guards do that. I mean, I was almost dead. Why would she have needed to get her hands dirty?
Thank you. You're welcome.
I think I just need to take a minute. I don't know who you two are. Yeah. Ear carver. Death. Just need a minute.
Mason, are you okay?
This is all a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm missing a hand.
Yeah. There's so many jokes I want to make, but then none of them are appropriate.
Still really hurts, actually.
I think it's a bit much for all of us. I don't know who I am either, Mason. I didn't mean to. It just happened.
So just backtracking a little bit. So old Father Crag we were told there'd been weird sightings there, and Holger said that she got a weird feeling there many years ago. And then we go there, we see people come out of the rock and kill a random guy.
What did you looked in the
And
rock?
then
What did you see?
It's like a whole world in there, dude.
What
It's
did it look like?
Like big mushrooms. Like no houses, just really big mushrooms. And the floor was like, it was like upstairs in here, but like purple and blue.
Okay.
And it wasn't normal.
Ögra, take a breath.
And there was this guy.
Okay,
But he was a rabbit.
Okay, fine. Just take a breath. Okay, it's been a lot for everyone. Mason, I'm so proud of all of you. There is a reality where we all would have either been captured or killed, and somehow we're all still here. And I just want to tell you all that I love you, and I'm really sorry that this is happening, but I'm really proud of us. That could have gone so much worse.
Neoma's going to burst into tears and run over and hug Lawrence.
And he just hugs back.
I can help you. I didn't know this before I left. But do you guys know what an Asimar is?
No.
Do we look at the DM?
You can make a Arcana or Nature check.
19. 18.
Lawrence?
16.
You both would have heard of Asimar. Asimar are beings who, much as a tiefling is someone whose blood has been touched by fiends, whose bloodline has been touched by fiends. And Asimar is a being whose bloodline has a celestial edge to it.
Well, yeah, I've heard of them, but what you did was not celestial.
It was.
Wait.
Sorry, just to what I got knocked out, and I came back to, and you looked odd, but I didn't see anything like that. Are you telling us that you're an angel of some sort?
No. I don't. No, I don't. It's just that at some point, I don't really know. Part celestial or celestial heritage of some sort. I think
What
it's
about you?
tied in with Tarquin.
What about me? You're my brother.
I don't think it came from Olga, but it might have done. She never showed anything.
I made a jellyfish appear earlier, and I've never done that before. Is that an angel thing?
I'm not an expert.
So you always knew you could just
No,
pour out.
no.
Okay.
I've done it before, but not for years.
Where did all the scars come from? Or go, if they're there?
Well, I think I sort of embodied Tarquin. I think so. I appear.
The curse.
No, I don't think they're linked.
What curse?
You've got a curse? What's going on?
I think it's time that we just tell everyone everything.
I think I have a curse on me. That's why I left. And that's why I think Andre's gone.
What kind of curse?
People die around me.
Where would you have picked up a curse?
Don't know. Could be something from Holger. Could be way back.
Could just be a coincidence.
Yes, but it's happened a lot.
Well, no one died just now. Is that a point to us?
I don't know.
Can you
Umir?
get points against
We
a
don't know
curse?
if Umir is dead.
We learned something else. The night when he looked at me as I was Andre, he was confused, I think is fair to say, from what little I could see beneath the helmet. But confused because he believes Andre to be dead, or knows Andre to be dead, or because Andre should be somewhere else with them. It's part of why I did, Andre. I'm sorry if that was horrible for all of you to see.
No, it
It's the
sort of
best
made
distraction
sense.
I could think of.
Yeah.
I just miss him.
Yeah.
Do you think that it tells us that he is surprised that he saw him because he knows that he was somewhere else? Or do you think it is just because he thinks he's dead?
He's not dead.
I think
The reaction's the same either way, no?
whatever it is points us towards the Knights again.
Yeah.
I also had a vision again, I think, when I got taken out before at the Rock. I saw our mothers when they were young. Olga must have been 18, 19. Did you guys know that the theatre used to be an orphanage?
No.
No.
As in their orphanage. Our mum's orphanage. That's where they must have met. And there was mosses there too, purple, right?
Purple moss.
Yeah, I feel like you guys really aren't listening to the fact that there's a purple world in Old Father Crag. And that there's a guy there who has my hand He offered me a flower. I reached out to take it, and the portal closed. My hand is now not attached to my body. But then I don't know, when we were like, it was just as I'd started to join the fight in the just now, and it was like suddenly I had this itchy sensation, and then I was like looking out of my hand at this rabbit man, and then I was back in my normal body again.
Can I don't know what I would do this as either medicine or insight. Can I try and see if she, because she sounds...
If she's insane?
She sounds insane.
Either. And tell me what you rolled, because it would slightly change the answer you get.
Does the description of
A guidance.
Oh, thank
what
you.
Ögra saw inside the rock ring any bells to us? Anyone?
You can make an Arcana check.
Does it ring the bell to the vision?
Oh, I don't know what I want
To the
do.
mosses?
The mosses definitely do.
Yeah.
Does it ring a bell to
rolling
any
so well.
stories that
I'm
Holger
rolling
might have
well.
told me when I was growing up?
Okay.
It's the golden.
Well, I see nothing. I know nothing.
What do you get?
A natural one.
What were you rolling?
Ögra has gone crazy.
Arcana.
That's gone crazy. Okay.
I got an unnatural 20.
We got 22.
Oh, it's going to be bad. I have a minus.
Oh.
Oh, I got a 1. I got 2 1s.
And
Snake eyes.
Pretty.
Oh, nice. No, for 0.
For 0. You two. Probably through different ways. For you, through study and through kind of books and things, and for you through folk tales, plays. You would have come across talk of the Feywild, a different plane of existence, full of nature and strange beings and a wildness and a chaos and a playfulness that we don't have in the material plane. The descriptions vary depending on who talks about it, but those kind of colours, the purples and the blues, the oversized plant life seems like it matches a lot of what people talk about when they speak of the Feywild.
What?
Ögra, this is going to sound strange, but do you remember when Mother was in a production of Phallus and Thunderland?
Phallus.
Yes, Phallus and Thunderland. Did you not see it?
Was that the one from like 2 summers ago?
At least.
Yes.
Well, in there, they talk about this, the Feywild. That's where she goes.
Right.
And there's a rabbit and... Is your hand in a play?
I don't know. I'm very confused.
The
Do
play
you have
must
a
be
way
real.
of talking to Holger?
No.
Maybe my hand is... No, that's silly.
But Holger didn't have a way of reaching out to Andre.
Holger in my vision was connected to the moss. And, you know, she told us that she had a connection to
She did.
the rock. So maybe there's a chance that she knows about the Feywild, came from it, has been there. Also in my vision, she could see. She wasn't blind.
How old did you say she was?
I mean, at 18,
I thought she was
19.
born blind.
I thought she... So what made her blind?
She's been blind since I was born. presumably.
Honestly, never asked.
I just assumed.
Mother told me it was improper to ask.
I feel like we should go and ask. But I also feel like going back to the theatre is a really terrible decision.
Here's a thought. Holger said that the feeling was similar to the one she had when Andre was born,
Yeah.
and that's by the rock.
Yeah.
Holger also said she could not feel Andre dead or alive, nor reach out to him.
So So he might be in another plane of existence.
Well, Tarquin said the same to me. He said he didn't sense that he was dead.
Part of me would suggest going to Old Father Crag, going into the rock. However, the portals there are really unreliable, and also it's a crime scene now.
We should wait and see if Umia comes back. She can obviously cast teleportation of some sort.
No, we shouldn't be doing any of this. This is insane. And Neoma's just going to sit on the floor. This is so much bigger than all of us. We're just people, and I thought it was just going to be a case that maybe Andre had been, it was some sort of trick and he'd gone and he was hiding somewhere. And now this is different planes of existence, fighting with alloy knights. This is much, much bigger than us. We can't do this.
But if we don't do this, then who will?
No one.
And we already have started to do it.
We can't just
Remember-
walk back into our lives now.
Exactly. We escaped from the Alloy Knights today.
They know
Not
us.
to mention shadow monsters from another realm.
That might have been bad luck, though. They just appeared. They might not be after us. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just came out of that rock when we were there.
But we did it. We escaped.
Just.
But
Both times it was just.
Right, but we've been underprepared. We didn't know what to expect, right? We can go and equip ourselves and...
How? We don't even know ourselves, let alone going and fighting a bunch of people. We're just normal people.
We're not, though, are we?
You're a wolf now.
Harry.
As you say that, Ögra, you hear, "She doesn't look much like a wolf."
Wait, what? Can you guys say that?
What?
Can we hear it?
Yeah, everyone heard it.
Hello? I go to draw my dagger and realise that I threw it at the Alloy Knight at that moment, and now I'm unarmed.
Hello.
Where's it coming from?
Who is there?
Is it coming from the chest?
tree?
It seems to be coming from the roots.
Hello?
Hello.
Old Mother Willow.
Oh, Father
This
Crag.
is like an Avatar. Where's my ponytail?
What's your name?
My name is Moth,
Okay.
but I'm not the only one. Come out, girls. And then you hear, I'm Cobweb. I'm Mustard Seed.
We're going to have a nice dream, Jack Fairey.
Can I get back up?
And I'm Peas Blossom.
Can I get back through the door back into the main part of the church?
You stand on the mirror?
Is there anything there?
She just leaves.
You stand on the mirror?
Yeah, I stand on the
Crunch.
Is there anything there? I go back downstairs. There's no one.
We're not up there.
Oh.
We're kind of everywhere in these roots.
Okay. What are you?
People. Just normal people, just like you. We just also happen to be a tree now.
How long have you been a tree?
Oh, 200 years, maybe?
This isn't normal people.
Did you choose to...
Rude.
Sorry, it's just I've never met a tree person before.
Did you choose to become a tree?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Do you know Umia?
Oh, yes, we know Amir. She's our best friend.
Okay. We think she might be in trouble.
If you could hear a tree sigh, the tree seems to sigh. That sounds like Umir. She tends to get in trouble. She'll be fine. She's a resourceful lady.
She was trying to protect us, and she has brought us here.
I figured. It would be impossible to get into here if she did not want you to. Not without incredibly powerful magic, and no offense, but judging by the way the 5 of you have been blathering on. It didn't seem like you were incredibly powerful sorcerers.
We're being judged by some roots.
I don't think there's any
expect to be-
sorcerers.
Shaded by a tree to feel like this.
Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think any of
Oh,
us
don't
are sorcerers.
take that the wrong way. You seem green and new saplings on your journey of adventure. I was like you once.
And then what happened?
And then I became an incredibly powerful archdruid, and I became the most powerful druid in all the land. And
Insight
I came
check.
here, make an insight check.
It's like check a tree.
I came here and I set up
really
this
nice.
church when the city was expanding, with all of the
Terrible.
industrial and just people were breathing in choking air and drinking poisoned water, and I wanted to help them return to nature. But it turned out people didn't like nature, they liked money. So after I'd been running this place for a few years, and my only members of my congregation were these 3 lovely girls. You'd say hello, girls. Hello, hello, hello. We decided to be done with the human realm and become a tree.
Do you like being a tree?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So, you've been listening to us. What do we do? How do we get back? How do we find a hand? How do we... This is new to us.
There's a lot of questions, and I've only got this 5 minutes of conversation to go on, so I'd have to be honest, a lot of it didn't make much sense to me.
Are we safe here?
For now, unless a very powerful magical being comes to break it down, but that hasn't happened yet in 200 years.
And Mia will come here, if she can.
If she sent you here, I would suppose so.
Do you know how to get to the Feywild?
The Feywild, you say?
Yes.
I never had the pleasure to go. It was always on my bucket list. Things I wanted to do before becoming a tree, you know?
I have the same
But-
list.
I have the same list too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, most people do, I feel. But I never got round to it. You need to find some kind of portal or find someone who could cast a spell that could take you there. This is becoming more and more Prince Philip the more I do this voice.
Is there a chance that is there a chance that the room on the 4th floor could be used to get out of the theatre?
You have no idea. You could try.
I think talking to Irina is our best bet. If your vision's right, then maybe she's got a connection, or maybe there's secrets in the theatre that could help us.
Holger.
Excuse me.
Holger, you mean?
Holger, yes, sorry. In the box,
Yes.
is there anything in this box that could help us, maybe?
I tend not to pay attention to mortal things, but Umia tends to keep some trinkets in there, yes.
I know it's rude, but could I open the box?
You can try. I think it's locked.
Oh, I've still got Hunter's Mark on him here.
How far does Hunter's Mark?
I think it just lasts. It doesn't. There isn't a range.
Thieves' tools.
Perfect.
This says you have advantage on. Well, I don't really know. If
Slice
the target
them.
drops to 0, I would know. I guess because I can then move it to another creature.
That hasn't happened.
Okay. I say that. I think she's still alive.
Oh, good. And you hear Peas Blossom go, yay!
And I feel like she would be dead. So either she's been captured or she's escaped and she'll be on her way here. I think we hold tight. Give it an hour. Maybe.
I'm really tired. I think all the fighting's really wiped me out.
Me too.
I want to use Feed's tools on the box.
Okay. Are you
Guidance.
proficient in Thieves' Tools?
Yes. Sorry, guys.
Make a dexterity check plus your
D4.
proficiency.
That is... Hey, oh, that could have gone better. 19?
19, that will do it. You get your thieves' tools in, jimmy them around. It's not a particularly strong lock. It clicks open. Inside, you find a small pendant, which has the same concentric circle pattern on it. It's weird because it's a metal ring. Actually a wooden ring. Sorry, and the other wooden ring sits inside it, but doesn't appear to be attached to anything. And like if you touch it, it like spins inside the other one, but you can't move it out of it. It just like kind of hanging there. You find 3 potions of healing. And you find a scroll.
Can I try and read the scroll?
You can make an Arcana check.
Do you want help with that? Are you good at Arcana?
Not the best.
Can I peek over his shoulder?
Yeah, you can.
Unnatural 20.
17.
20. You would know immediately, Lawrence, that this is a spell scroll. So this would grant the ability to cast one spell once. You kind of look deeper into the runes and the magic language that is laced throughout this object, and you find that it is a spell called Find the Path.
Find the path.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, in a roundabout way.
What do you think it does? Okay. Other than that, I guess. Do you think... No.
I suspect she was keeping it back for a specific reason, and it's not just here for us.
Do you think we should cast it?
No.
Okay. Do you want me to look after it?
In the box, sure.
What, put it in the box?
Yeah.
We should take it.
Why?
Because it could be useful. She brought us here for a reason. Maybe these are the things that she was keeping
Why
for
don't you
a
leave
situation.
it in the box and we'll see if she comes back. And then we can ask her. If she doesn't come back, then maybe we take it.
Moth,
Yes?
do you have a way to talk to her?
Oh, no. Other than the way I'm talking to you right now.
So we can't check if she's coming back.
No, but like I said, I don't think she's dead. And they just try to kill us. They weren't going to imprison us, so I don't know why they're doing different to her. So my gut is that she's managed to get away.
Okay. We should rest here then. Let's take some time, and then if she's not here by this evening, then we'll plan our next move. But we should try and get back to the theatre, I think. Undetected.
Is the end of my arm where my hand used to be, is it like bleeding still, or?
I was gonna.
With the combination of the kind of the analog healing that Neoma did, and then the cure wounds, no, it's scabbed over.
Does it need dressing?
No, the magical healing kind of stops any kind of infection.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna curl up on the floor, like cradle my arm to my chest, and just be like, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a bit.
Do you want to use the bedroll? There's one here. I'll bring it over to her.
No, I mean I've got one. There's one on my pack.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
I'll use this one. Thank you. And she closes her eyes and like a child will be like, I'm gonna sleep now. Sleep.
Lawrence will just sit down next to her and just keep awake, but just kind of just sit with her, just pressing his body weight against hers.
Can I?
Mason will head upstairs.
You go back upstairs.
Can I? I don't know whether you can do this. Can I cast command on her and say sleep?
Sure.
There is a sleep spell, so I appreciate that. That's,
For the sake of this.
I think it's the same level spell anyway.
I'd say, yeah, sure.
I'll ask you.
Yeah, knock me out. Knock me out, bro.
You sleep.
Great.
What are you doing upstairs?
You avoid the mirror, I'm sure.
Steps over the broken mirror.
I think Mason will spend some time outside the door, just like in the road. And then if no one else comes upstairs,
Or I think if you've gone for more than like 2 minutes, people would come after you. Because we've said we need to stay together now.
We're on high alert. I mean, I'm asleep, but everyone else is on high alert.
I would definitely come up. Step
then
over.
I'm outside.
Outside.
What's the time of day?
It's like 2.
Okay.
We went to Old Father Crag at like dawn.
Yeah. You okay?
And that is a complicated question to answer these days.
Do you want to talk about it? I can go and get Neoma.
Yes, I can talk to the devil's angel,
I'm not a devil's
or
angel.
the wolf in mule's clothing.
These are just things that happen around the world, you know.
Perhaps in the plays that we put on,
No, I've seen people do what Neoma does.
or break all their bones, have a wolf's snout burst through their mouth.
Well, I've seen worse than that.
I saw my sister's face split in two and a wolf came from between it.
No, I know, it's not very pleasant.
I saw you.
It's only for a second. It doesn't change anything. We're still us.
Maybe to you.
Well, for me, I feel more like me than I did before.
That's terrifying.
No, it's not.
It is for us.
You just have to trust me, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be here. Just get some air.
Mason.
Hmm.
You need to be careful. You've put yourself in harm's way a number of times. And I'm not saying what you did is wrong, because it achieved probably what you wanted to achieve to a point, but you're no good to us dead.
Looking around the room, I'm not sure I'm any good to any of you.
That's not true.
Perhaps Ögra. She could use a hand. I can say it now because she's not here. I'll be like,
Yeah.
I need to get them out of the way. They're stored up. I wanted
sort
to
of-
give her a high five earlier and I couldn't.
I'm actually sort of glad that you've broken the ice on that, because
Yeah.
it's out there now.
Yeah. That's actually, I feel great.
Yeah. We should give myself a round of applause, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah. That's.
Shame Ögra can't.
No, because you're doing it and you're being smart, though. You tried to lure them away, right? It's just that these people are... We're like here, and they're like up here. And we're, you know, like Lawrence was saying, we're getting better at it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I thought yesterday, this morning, last night, I thought that there was a reason we were all together. And there was a reason Andre, I thought, reached out to you, but maybe it was this Tarquin guy. Maybe Andre wrote that note. I don't know why he didn't reach out to the other two, but... And I just caught him, so... Perhaps I'm just connecting dots that aren't there, but there was a real moment where I thought this task could only be done with us together. That was why we were together.
What's changed?
Maybe Andre didn't pull us together.
Sorry, Lawrence and Neoma, were you coming up or were you staying put?
No.
Staying put?
I think maybe I'd give it like 10 minutes and then he'd probably go up and just double check and I'd probably say, I'm going to go and get them.
Okay, sorry, carry on. I wasn't sure where everyone was.
Just 10 minutes. About 10 minutes.
Can be.
Sure. I'll kind of walk out of the. Are you just outside the church? You two okay?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lawrence, you sure Andre didn't come to you somehow in a weird way before, that night? Because we were just saying that it feels like he has tried to bring the family together. I probably wouldn't have come back here.
Lawrence, make a history check.
Guidance? Probably not.
Natural 20.
Oh, wow.
My first one.
With startling clarity.
With starting. You're like sucked back into your eyes.
Look at that, so Raven.
Yeah.
Lawrence, you remember something that had slipped your mind in the kind of fog of hangovers and the music and the dancing. But you remember the night before Andre went missing. And you remember a strange person wearing a mask who pulled you aside on the dance floor. They knew your name. They said something like that you shine brightly and shouldn't diminish yourself. And then suddenly disappearing and you completely forgot about them.
There was a person in Courtheim. I thought they were just being nice. I thought it was like drugs or something, but they told me that I shouldn't diminish my shine, and I didn't really recognize them. They had like some sort of like mask on or something, or
Did it sound like Andre?
I couldn't really hear them.
It was the mask of what?
It was just white. It was just like a...
Yeah,
Oh, it was white with leaves etched into it.
yeah, leaves and I felt when I heard them say that, I don't know, it reminded me of who I wanted to be, I guess. It reminded me of why I left the theatre, what I left to do.
What did Neoma's note say? Do you remember?
Look after Mum.
And mine said they'll need protecting. Well, the message that I got. I mean, they all sound, I don't know, like someone trying to bring us together. We should talk to Ögra when she wakes up.
Yeah, we should.
I don't know what it will give us, but it might give you some clarity.
Maybe. Doesn't help us.
It might help us. Gives us a sense of purpose.
This is great. No, this is great. If there was something, then this is exactly what we need, that hope. And it makes me think that maybe this isn't all bad. Maybe there is a plan here that we just can't see yet.
And I think Holger is wrapped up in this.
Yeah.
She keeps appearing. You're not there.
So I was just watching you intently.
It's just someone on the road.
We should go back down. Neoma's going to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mason, just before we do, what I was saying earlier, I mean it. I'm proud of you.
What for dying twice?
I told you. I don't want to say I told you so.
But also, you died trying to save us. It's crazy, but it's brave.
I was telling you this place is dangerous.
Yeah.
And thankfully you were able to find that out yourself without dying. And that's something that I didn't think I'd get to see.
It's crazy to me that my sister losing a hand is the least weirdest thing that's happened.
Yeah, we really need to sort of get her through this, because that's a lot.
Give her a helping hand.
We're going to need... I was just about to say we're going to need all hands on deck.
God, this is awful.
Okay. You're heading back down. You taking a long rest, a short rest?
Long would be great.
Long would be great.
How long's a long rest?
8 hours. So a
yeah.
long rest will kind of take you through to the evening.
That's
to,
what we
to
want.
Nightfall.
I imagine staying there until dark
We don't wanna
makes
be in the
logical
day.
sense.
I think
Well,
Mason
also-
might only take a long rest and then be very agitated and want to leave.
Well, probably at the end
That's
of the
fair.
8 hours.
Yeah.
We'll pick up at the end of the...
We're probably holding out to see if Ymir
Yeah.
comes.
I'd probably, towards the end of the long rest, go over to Neoma.
Well, but before then,
Oh, sure.
you obviously don't have to sleep, but you can.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I mean, a short rest.
Oh, you said sorry.
Yeah. Mason, at the end of an hour, which is a short rest, Mason's going to be like, I have to go somewhere.
No.
We have to go back to the theatre.
No, this is safe. We know this is safe. It's broad daylight out there. They know what you look like.
I agree, we have to go back to the theatre.
They know Andre was with you guys.
Yeah, but they know that we're all connected to this, and you literally approached the alloy knight of the gold. It's not how you say his name.
Ally Knight of the Gold was angry.
You know, and you spoke to him.
Please don't make me take back all the nice things I just said about you.
We've got to stay together. And look at Ögra. She's fast asleep, and she's got one hand missing.
We're going to wait here and see if Ymir comes. If she comes, then we'll take advice from her. If not, we go out into the night.
7 more hours.
Yeah,
You want to wait.
Yeah.
it's not good.
Anything could happen.
Yeah,
Mason, we went from one battle to the next, and we almost all died. We need to rest. We've got to get our strength back. Can
I
you do
wish-
any more magic currently? Because I
I don't
can't.
need to do magic to go back home.
We didn't think we'd need it. Getting from Crag Rock to home, and we're now spent. It's not called Crag Rock.
Fraggle Rock.
Crag Rock, the Alloy Knight of the Gold. All these lovely names.
Are you okay?
What happened?
You hear Moth's voice go. You know, I used to be like you, young man. Always darting about. But you know who doesn't dart about?
A tree?
A tree. And trees.
Pretty rooted.
Ah, very good, very good, very good. Trees live long lives. They notice things.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If we have, as a party, have a long rest and Mason doesn't rest, does he take another level of exhaustion?
I would say at this stage, no, because
You haven't passed 24 hours.
yeah, you haven't passed 24 hours. So, but if Mason goes another night without sleeping, he would risk that. Yeah.
Okay.
Please. We can't be worried about you, Mason. We've lost someone already.
You don't need to just sit. I can regale you with tales of Seraphina.
I'll sit upstairs.
Oh, I can't help but take that personally.
I'm going to sit up there with him then.
Neoma, as you rest, like sat there next to your sleeping sister, maybe close your eyes a couple of times. Not properly sleeping, I imagine, but just the exhaustion and the adrenaline crush of the day taking you over. And in those moments, you dream of You dream of a school of fish, all kind of swimming as one, but they're not swimming through the ocean, they're just through the air. And then they all shift, and there are a whole like army of mice scuttling along the floor, and then they leap and grow wings and become doves. The doves land, and their corporeal forms almost seem to melt, leaving behind this shifting, pulsating ball of air and light. They're kind of almost terrifying to look at, these balls, and yet you look at them and you feel familiarity and comfort. And then it's not a voice, but you can feel the words. Sister, sister, run with us, sister. And then you kind of reopen your eyes and you're back in the room.
Is it just me and Ögra in the room?
I'm there too.
And Lawrence.
Lawrence, are you asleep?
Yeah.
And me.
Yeah. Well, I was about to talk to you. I'm just going to sort of... Moth,
Yes.
Umia,
Yes.
is she a monster?
Do you mean personality, or like, or like the classification monster?
I guess the second one?
No, she's a person.
I did some things today I have never done before, and she can do it too. I saw her become a huge mammoth,
Oh, yes.
but she's not a monster.
No, she's a druid. I could do that too.
How much do I know about druids?
Make an Arcana check.
Literally rolling about how much you know about yourself right now.
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. How much do I know me? Not very well. I think I'm doomed. 6.
6. Not much.
Is that okay to not know
Yeah.
much about my
Yeah.
own class? Great. I just wanted to check. I didn't know if that was D&D okay. Is this D&D appropriate?
You've
it's
actually
fine.
lost the game, and now
Yeah,
must
you've
be-
actually, if you've rolled less than a 10, so
Goodbye,
you now
everyone.
can't be a druid anymore. No, I mean, you've heard of druids. You know they're kind of people of the woods and connected to the natural world. Moth says, druids are just people who feel a stronger connection to the natural world than most, really. And druids, one of the things that druids are able to do is transform, to become part of that natural world. For many, this is just a manipulation of magic, of using kind of spells like the polymorph spell, but bringing it into your own self and contorting your body. For others, it's more of a physical thing, just an ability they've always had. For very few, there are those who have the spirit of a shifter. Very powerful, very rare. But it's not a monstrous thing.
Mason seems to think it is.
He seems like a lovely young chap.
Inside check.
I was diplomatic.
Who has seen a lot of a small part of the world. but not a lot of it.
Moth, can I ask a personal question?
You're going to ask me how many rings I have in this trunk. That's you're not supposed to ask a lady that.
No, I was going to ask if you can see.
In a sense.
I'm going to take my hood off. And obviously show my very hairy face. Do you think this has anything to do with being a druid? Or shape-shifting?
It's hard to tell, but it seems you have two things about you which are special. And seem to link in some way. It would be foolish to discount the possibility that they are in some way linked.
I'm going to put my hood back up and whisper to myself, but not a monster.
You hear Moth kind of pauses and then goes, you know, I always hated my nose, so I know how you feel.
It's actually the same.
It's exactly the same.
Exactly.
He kind of tails off and he goes, well, maybe not exactly. But it was meant to be... anyway.
Classic Prince Philip, am I
So,
right?
I haven't had much human conversation. I had a lot of tree conversation, but not much human conversation. Anyway, if you have any more questions about druid stuff, I love talking about it.
I'd probably ask him some questions more about what it means, but I don't think we need to roleplay that.
And that's why you've got to be careful when turning into fishes, because fishes have a very particular way of seeing things, and sometimes it really throws out your... If you've heard of not having your sea legs, try not having your land eyes. Like, it's really fucking...
Shrimp vision.
So, 8 hours passes reluctantly for you. Umia doesn't return.
Does my hand grow back?
Yes!
Yay! Oh,
No.
do we watch it happen? Oh.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Night has fallen.
Oh, I apparently cannot recover my 1 level of exhaustion unless we have food and drink.
There were provisions. There are
is food and
provisions
drink
down
downstairs.
here.
I
Yeah.
have
You have
food and
had
drink.
multiple good curries today.
You have, and that's
Oh, yeah.
like lemon spread.
Yeah, that literally is like lemon spread. You're very full. Yeah, you can recover your level of exhaustion. You can all take a long rest. Your hand doesn't grow back.
Can I
Yes,
recover
your
my
level of
level of
exhaustion also is covered. But Umi has not returned. What would you like to do?
In that case, I would like to go back to that chest, and I want to just kind of inspect the pendant necklace and see if there's any sort of magical properties to it, or if it is just a necklace.
Make an Arcana or Investigation check.
Okey-dokey.
A guidance.
You want to bring that upstairs? So your brother can have a look?
I feel like you're going to tell me not to steal it,
Well, probably. But
so I wouldn't do that.
Wait, how did you guide? You
That's
were
a 5.
Haven't we all I thought actually we've all come together now. We've all woken up, right?
You can all have come together.
there? Oh, then I'm there with you.
I look at it.
That's a 5?
I roll a 5
With guidance?
with guidance. I roll a 5.
See.
Can I roll if I'm there?
Yeah,
So I got 6.
No, 15.
15. Again, this is like the second time that Lawrence is doing something, so you just kind of snatch it off him and like, let me have a look. You find that like in very, very faint etchings along the inside of the outer ring, there is some kind of enchantment.
Oh.
Let me tell you what.
Nothing. So strange. Seems to be nothing that you can have.
You get the sense that it's divination magic.
Oh.
Anything useful?
Divination, you know what that is?
Yeah.
That's it.
As the concept of divination.
I'm not a wizard. I don't know magic. Those are divination runic symbol things. I
You
don't
can
know.
show it
I
to
can't read
Olga.
it.
She's literally divination. That's what she does.
Yes.
I want to slip the necklace into my pockets,
Without him seeing.
ideally.
Make a sleight of
We're
hand
all
check.
watching you.
You can like wait until
give
you've
a patty.
done.
I'll wait until you take. That's an unnatural 20.
Can you teach me how to do that?
What's your passive perception?
19.
Oh, he's just about slipping it.
She just sees it disappear. She's
I
like,
just look over there for like 1 second and look back, and I'm like,
You're like, I put it in the box.
It's in the box now. I closed the box. I've already taken out the potions and the scroll. Do you want this?
What is that? Scroll.
This, the scroll. Thank you. And you should probably take one of these, and I give you a potion of healing. And I give Ögra a potion of healing,
oh, thank you.
and I keep a potion of healing for myself.
I mean, do either of you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, I've been very fine.
All right.
Sorry.
I've been beaten up a lot, but I feel better now. That rest in me wonders. My hand hasn't grown back.
No.
I don't know why I thought maybe that would happen, just because yesterday was really strange.
it's the same day, Ögra.
Oh, God. It's hard to tell in a basement.
Okay, so we said if she doesn't come back, we work out how we're going to get back to the theatre.
Should we even go back? Won't that put everybody in danger?
Well, the trouble is they already know that we're connected to the theatre. My concern is they might already have gone there. We should check that they're okay.
It's probably under watch. I feel like we should definitely go there, but if we do, we should sneak in, or
100%.
How far?
we can dress old again.
How far are we away from
Or
the
young.
theatre?
You're a decent distance away, especially since you have to cross the river. But there are bridges and things. Like it's not going to be.
All the townsfolk must swim.
Yeah, they all want to swim. It'll probably take you an hour to get back.
Did we see you send your puppet off? But have you got any connection? I'll ask you as a person.
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
Do you have
think so. I
any-
think I have to talk to him.
And you just asked it to write down where you were.
Yeah, just to go back and tell them where we are. Sorry, it's hidden in my inventory, which is always very confusing.
Okay, I'll say, as you're
Yeah.
kind of starting to pack up, the puppet comes back.
Oh.
It like flies through the same cracked window, lands, and you see that like pinned to its hand is a piece of paper. Written on it is just the words, "Don't come back. They're here. H."
So we've got to go back, right? I mean,
where else do we go?
we need to talk to Holger. We need to keep them safe. These are our parents.
We should also go and talk to that guy that Andre was apparently hanging out with.
Marco.
Yeah.
Marco.
We don't know where he is.
Well, one would assume.
The university. Another place that we're known.
Well, we won't be known if we dress as old people. All of us. We could
Or as
pretend
students.
we're like a dragon dice club.
Students would probably make more sense at
Oh,
the
okay,
university, though.
Where are you headed?
What do you think? You two, Neoma, Mason.
I don't think everyone should return to the theatre.
We're not splitting up.
We're a big party.
We're not splitting up.
We don't have to be together every step of the way.
We've hardly been together so far.
I don't think we should split up either.
Not 5 people do not need to enter the building of the theatre to make sure someone's okay.
We could be 4 people and 1 donkey.
Oh, we're just walking our donkey through the city. That's
Way less conspicuous.
Neoma, I know this is all new to you, but do you think you could change into something smaller?
Like a wombat.
No, like a wombat? Like a
That's
fly?
quite large.
Like a fly
like this
or a
big.
Compared to a donkey.
mouse?
Yeah, I do actually.
You could be a wombat?
No. I had a long chat with Moth. I think I have a better understanding of how to control it a little bit.
Okay. Could you be something like a mouse then?
I'm not sure a mouse, but maybe a rat.
That would do it.
I will be right back. I just have to ask Moth a question.
Inside check. 13.
I have to ask Moth a question.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Pop out upstairs. Hello, young man. I thought you were going.
Well, we will be, I think, in a second. Neoma said she spoke to you and she learned some things.
Yes.
Helped us out.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Oh, well, I've been here for 200 years, and I lived for about 850 years before that point. So let's call it an even 1,000, shall we?
Okay, that's good, I think. If I said 2 words to you, what do you...
Depends what the words are.
Yes.
If you said potato monkey to me, I would be confused.
I will forgive you because you're 1,000 years old.
Give me for what?
What do you know of the ticking?
Oh, many things.
More than 2 words.
The ticking is everything, my lad. Every bird and every bee, every beast, every plant, every gust of wind. All druids are really is people who connect to that.
Is that what everyone is? Some sort of conduit?
Everyone is made up of the ticking.
And are there people that can, I don't know, manipulate the ticking?
That is all magic is. For a cleric or a paladin or someone who has faith, they manipulate the ticking by connecting to a belief, to a god. For a bard would do so with music, literally tuning in to the metronomic ticking and playing to the rhythms. For druids, it is a connection of the way the ticking moves through the natural world. All magic is a manipulation of this thing which exists at the core of our universe.
And some people, I imagine, it would manifest as something completely useless.
Oh, yes, I mean, the ticking is everything. So for some people, the ticking is being really good at crosswords.
I love Moth.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. It was not a slight if you like crosswords. I was partial to a crossword in my day.
I have to go.
Okay.
Have a good stay.
Mason!
Coming.
As you get to the top of the stairs, Lawrence is like patting a handlebar mustache on. So what do you guys think? I think this is going to be quite nice, actually. I think that we're not going to be able to see. And then if I put the hood up, I barely look like myself, right?
You
Can
look
I have
exactly like Hercule Poirot.
Oh, I am now Hercule Poirot on the hunt for our brother.
Oh, you got very sad.
It doesn't have the same ring to it. It used to be more fun. Oh well.
Can I have another wig?
Yeah, sure. What do you want? I've got bobs, ponytails.
Why does Bob not have his wig anymore?
Huh?
And that's where we're ending the session.
That's where we'll end the whole thing.
Oh, Bob's wig.
What's Bob done to
Are
you?
you disguising yourselves in the English as you go?
Absolutely.
I think definitely disguising the people who stand out, which is most of us,
give a
except
glove.
Mason probably.
Probably.
Can I just put can I just
I'm
stuff
Michael
something
Jackson.
leaves into a glove
Yeah,
and then put it on?
Ben, make a general disguise kit check.
Guidance.
Thanks.
Unless you want to do it, Max.
I imagine the Bob's wig is actually just like a really curly redhead situation.
Guidance is always really crap.
Oh, sorry.
19.
19. Anyone who needs to be will feel adequately disguised.
What were you
Become
suggesting?
to become-
I don't think we should separate, but it's worth hearing you out.
I think that I could get into the theatre easily enough without anyone knowing, and I suspect you could too.
How?
Well, I know ways in.
I know, but they,
He's sneaky.
yeah, but they could have magic capabilities of detecting people entering the building, new people.
Sure, but if this scroll is what I think it is, if they have access to this, they could find us right now.
Yeah, but we know they're watching the theatre.
We're going to have to make moves, whether they're watching it or not.
I think we should all go and speak to this Marco guy, and then at least we'll have more of a sort of mission plan, triangulation situation for Andre, and then we, assuming we can get in and out, we'll go to the theatre and update Holger and Maria and get more information from them about what Benedict saw.
To be fair, we don't have much to tell them yet.
Well, my hand's gone.
Yeah, that's not going to ease their pain, though, is it?
No, well, exactly. Which is why we should go see Marco first.
And we know that they're safe enough to leave you a note, send you a note.
Was it Holger's handwriting?
Yeah, or it seemed to be.
Fine.
So we probably would have said to make us up like students, I guess.
Okay, you look back. I've like taken off the handlebar mustache and I put a tie back on. I'm giving out ties to people.
Do you have like face paint?
Yeah, I've got like a makeup palette.
I like try and make myself less green.
Have those? So obviously Mason and I went there, but did you guys tell us about the boss saying about the dungeon?
The jail.
The
No,
jail.
We didn't.
No.
Did I? But we know that some kids who have turned into animals
Have ended up there.
Have
You
ended-
know that they've disappeared.
that they've disappeared. Okay.
I think
What if Marco has also transformed? Sorry, I just thought I'd bring that up.
no, I think you're right. And as I was probably finishing the makeup on Ögra, I'll probably be like, there's a very real possibility that we're going to look for Marco and we find out that he has either turned or he's disappeared.
Yeah.
Where do you think that they're disappearing to?
If the boss has anything to do with it, then the jail. I think that Aloe Knights might be getting rid of these rats.
The boss said that there were kind of like, there were creatures down there.
Like
Things that
weird
used to be men that weren't.
And they
Yeah.
told us that they could get us down there, right?
They did.
We can also, if Marco has transformed already, there's always a chance we can still get through to him like we could with Ashton. And Ögra does this and covers up her long lower incisors, whatever they're called. And then she's just like,
Ögra.
Mhm.
We were talking with Lawrence last night about Andre,
Mhm.
and he remembered that you should tell both of these guys.
The night before I came back,
Why are you so sad?
oh, stop now, I have to do it again.
It's okay. It's right. It's rehearsal period. It's rehearsal period. It's really important that she gets this, okay? She's talking to a master here. I'm not going to break no matter weird faces she pulls. It's fine. You need to understand. Okay, sorry. No, what am I talking about? No, you don't understand anything. The night before I came back to the theatre, chill out. Breathe. It's fine. The night before I came back to the theatre, I saw something in Courtheim. There was a person in a mask and they said to me that I shouldn't dim my light or something, but I thought it was just the drugs, but I think it might have been
Sorry.
Andre. Fuck. I mean, not drugs, alcohol. That maybe Andre, he's trying to contact me, and these guys thought they got a message from Andre as well, so maybe the night before,
Are you sure you didn't? Is what we're asking.
did anything strange happen
Or
the night
me.
Yes, the night before that we
we're
were
all looking
together.
at you, aren't we?
Make a history check at advantage because you're being kind of helped
Guidance.
with guidance. Plus a d4.
I rolled a natural 20 on my second roll.
That's what I did. It's happening. We all like hold each other.
All like downloading.
Yeah.
Just the hair.
Oh no, it's fine.
Moth's like, whoa.
No, I remember exactly.
Over my
what
1,000 years.
You remember this strange figure in the alley.
I was in an alley. We were in Smelly Alley. And there was a burst of steam from the sewers. And I thought I saw a figure in the steam and it said to me, "You're stronger than you think you are." And then it was gone.
Why did you forget this? That's so weird. It's such a weird thing to happen for you to not remember it.
Because I'd been awake for like 22 hours at this point, and I just honestly thought I was maybe losing it a bit.
Okay, well, that's good.
Whoa, so you guys think that was Andre?
Did it look like Andre?
I don't know, it just looked like a figure in
Can
some
you
steam.
think like as hard as you can? Don't hurt yourself.
It didn't look like anything, but I guess it felt like Andre. The voice was almost like in my head rather than like, you know.
How's he able to do this? That's another thing we haven't asked
Well,
ourselves.
how are any of us able to do any of these things we can do now?
No, I know, but this
I
feels
looked
like...
into a rock and now I'm making jellyfish appear and explode.
But like to get to me hundreds of miles away, to appear in a cloud of smoke, to be an entity at your club, well,
Yeah,
your one's easy because he could have just written it on a...
If he's been messing with the Feywild, surely that means that anything could be possible. Isn't that where a lot of magic and things come from, right?
That's a really good point.
I also had another thought earlier. You were saying you thought Holger was connected to the Feywild. And obviously the Feywild essentially took your hand earlier.
Yeah.
What if the Feywild took Holger's seeing? Eyes.
Sight?
Vision, thank you.
Seat.
Said seat. I was like, I took a chair?
It was a really serious, wise thought.
Maybe the rabbit has her eyes.
What if it has her chair?
Maybe the rabbit
Chair. I was like, what a sassy bitch.
Yeah.
She's just like, nope.
And she went to sit down. Like a prank.
Like...
Maybe it will take something from each of us.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
I think with you, it just was like unlucky that your hand was in there as it was closing. But maybe, yeah.
Not to put a downer on anything here, but I think what I said to you two last night was incorrect.
Which bit?
Andre wasn't pulling us together. What did he say to you? You're stronger than you know.
You're stronger than you think you are. Or something like that.
Look after Mum. They're going to need you.
Don't dull your shine.
These aren't messages to pull us together to help him.
No, mine said, I will need you. All of you.
He said,
You need them more than you know.
oh, sorry.
Those are goodbye messages.
Well, I'm not going to let him say goodbye like that. I deserve a face-to-face goodbye.
You do. And
Yeah.
maybe that's why he asked me if we would forgive him.
I think I figured out the answer to that.
No,
And it's that I won't until I see him face-to-face.
I agree.
But it might be goodbye because he's being forced to leave.
My thought is perhaps he never left the theatre until after we did. Until after we brought down the effigy, after everything. No traps were broken, unless he uses that room on the 4th floor to get out. But
I have a question. When you told us about seeing Holger and the sisters when they were young, did you mention that they were in a basement that doesn't exist?
Oh, no. I probably would have. Yeah, I probably would have done. I'll say
What?
it now.
there's a basement.
What? Sorry, just because you just said maybe you never left the theatre. What happened to the basement?
I mean, the whole... Wait, does the theatre move? Or was that a thing that we...
The room appears, the room on the 4th floor appears and disappears. But the
What
rest of the
if-
theatre doesn't seem to move.
What if
I think that was a
in
rumour.
the basement
Yeah, that's what.
there's a portal to the Feywild?
We don't have a basement. No.
Perhaps we do.
What if we do?
Yeah. maybe.
Where is
It's.
Benedict's vision good enough
I know where it is.
to like tell us where
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
down
It's
the
literally
bottom of the stairs.
You go down the stairs to
And
where
then
the
there's more
dressing rooms
stairs.
are, and then whereas, as you know the theatre, you reach a wall. There was more stairs.
Maybe the wall isn't there.
Well, I think we would know that. Though.
But would we?
Okay, well, we have 3 options then. 1, we go to the university, we try and find Marco and talk to him there.
I still think we should do
2, we go and try and. You said the boss might be able to get us into the dungeons, which is where they're holding the other students. We try and go there and talk to them. 3, we try and go to the theatre and check if everybody's okay, and also see if we can find this mysterious basement.
Which is the one that's going to help us find Andre the quickest?
I still think we should go to Marco first.
Yeah, but Marco might be in the dungeons. I mean, we're going to just be wandering around the university going, Marco!
Polo.
Look, we can't know which one's going to get us to find
No.
Andre Cookus. If we knew that, we'd do that.
No, but I feel like the
However-
jail, we have an instant in with that.
We
can-
also have an instant walk into danger. And with the third option going to the theatre, we also have instant walk into danger. The only one that doesn't get us instantly caught would be the first option.
And with the first option, if Marco isn't transformed or missing, then we could just talk to him there and then that cuts out the second option altogether.
When you guys went back there before, did anyone else see you?
No, just Margot and Benji.
No, we were chased out by some
Yeah.
Thinkers.
thinkers. Did I know they were thinkers?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, they had the tie on.
Oh, we probably would have told. Maybe should have told you that bit.
Well, I mean, we have that issue wherever we go now, I guess.
But now we're all fortunately already disguised
Yeah.
students.
Yeah.
I think we go there first.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. Huzzah.
Can anyone cast a spell from a spell scroll?
If it is a spell that you would be able to cast. So the Find the Path is definitely a druid spell.
And cleric, I think.
Yes, I can't.
It's a druid spell and a cleric spell and a bard spell.
What level is it?
It's
never
a
done any
6th
magic.
level
I
spell.
thought you were a bard for a second.
So it would require a check.
It's very high level.
Did you just throw it at me? Donk. Yeah, it
That's
hits
the
your
other
head.
alternative.
What is this?
It's the spell scroll. Find the path.
I don't know this spell.
No, but you can cast it. No one else can.
What does Find the Path do?
Really? None of you know what Find the Path does?
Yeah, but it's kind of ambiguous. Like that
Find
could
the
mean
path.
Find the
any
path
path.
to what?
physical path or a journey.
It's like it finds the shortest route to your intended destination, I think,
What? So Andre,
if that's what we ask.
there's other spells.
I
that
don't know if it works if he's not on the plane.
Well, also there's other spells that are literally for finding people. So
Max,
this,
I'll give you this. Raw, the spell wouldn't let you find a person, but I'm going to say that this is the actual spell Find the Path is a bit rubbish because it basically only allows you to find a place that you've already been. So
Useless.
it's a kind of useless
Really?
6th level spell.
Really good for you.
So
Get too drunk.
Boom.
I'm allowing it to be slightly changed
I think
to the basically how you're describing it. It will give you the shortest and safest route to your destination, as long as you know roughly where that is. So that could be like, we want to go where Andre is, and because you have a familiarity with Andre, you would be able to do that. It could be we want to go to like this place that you don't know where it is, but you know of it. The one restriction you do see is if the target is on another plane of existence, the spell will fail.
but then we would know.
But then you would know.
oh yeah, just do that. Just do that. What's the range?
It would be like 1,000 feet or something.
What are they whispering?
What are you
Oh
whispering?
no, because she can be like an object.
object.
Sorry, I forgot that as a druid, everybody, I can change my spells
Oh, I
every
can do
time
that
I
too.
long rest.
I can do that.
I can also
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
And I forgot.
Spell.
But we have just long rested, so I've just swapped out a spell for locate object.
Okay. And what object would you look to locate?
Well, I'm trying. Well, I don't.
Yeah, you should definitely try that one though. Okay, object.
Is within 1,000 feet. So how far is 1,000?
Not actually that far.
That
It's
far,
like
yeah.
It can last an hour though, can it?
Can it last an hour?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So
But we could get towards the jail and you could cast it outside the jail.
yeah,
could see
or
if he's in
something that was on Andre. Yeah. But I could also try. Sorry, because I was thinking about this, I missed the conversation about the find the path. But we could also try that if we thought that was going to be helpful.
I would say let's try that first. Because that's a low level. I don't know why I'm speaking in Northern. That's a low level spell. Whereas that's a level 6 spell, which could be much more useful later.
And you only
This
get it
will at
once.
least.
You only
And
get
you
it
can only
once.
do it
with spell
once.
scroll.
And obviously we can just use that. We can go to the jail, use it 1,000 feet. We can go to the university, try and probably can't find marker with it.
Is the jail on the way to the university, roughly?
Yes.
Is it just one object?
Could
Because if we were to try and find
accidentally pass the
Thinker's Ties,
It has to be an object familiar to me.
yeah.
But such as a certain kind of apparel,
So
it would
could-
locate the nearest one and then
the
you
nearest
could,
one. So we could find another Thinker.
Yeah.
But we know. But we're almost certain thinkers are in the jail at the bottom.
No, I was thinking for the university. If we go to the university and we're trying to find a Thinker to track us to find marker.
Yeah, it's a second level spell, so
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
only got 2
Okay.
shots at it. Sorry, meta, but not meta.
Yes, the jail is roughly on the way. You'd have to cross over the river and head north.
If we go to the jail, as we go past it, you cast that spell. If you don't get anything back from Andre, we carry on going to the university.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I've never tried it before.
You'll be great.
Moth told me about it.
Yeah.
Okay. With a plan in mind, you gather up your belongings. You bid goodbye to Moth, Peace Blossom, something and mustard
Cobweb
seed.
and mustard
Cobweb
seed.
and mustard seed. And you head back out into the city, which has now been shrouded by nightfall. And on that note,
No,
we'll leave that there.
Damn.
But no.
Thank you very much
We have more
for
time.
joining us.
Please.
Good night.
no.
Good night. As you can see, parting is such sweet sorrow. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye. I hope you find the path back to us.
Well,
That's a good ending. Keep that in amber.
do we level up? No. We did a big
Just
fight.
No.
We died.
You died. I was phenomenal.
You have 3 times the amount of hit points. Each time you wild shape, you do it 3 times.
Every time you guys were making jokes about Ögra missing her hand, I kept thinking about Bo Burnham, and he's got a song called Repeat Stuff, which is about making things like marketable to everyone. And he's got a line in it where he's like, if you're my agent, you might be thinking, oh no, sound the alarm. You're not appealing to little girls who have no arms, but they can't use iTunes, so fuck them, who needs them? And I've had that just on loop in my head for about an hour now.
Oh, no.
Thank you, everybody.